So this is a 038 Magnum II. It was given to me by a close friend for some work I did on a few saws for him. And supposedly it's an ex-logger saw. Maybe it was a backup saw, but I mean, it is absolutely immaculate. There's not a single thing out of place on this. I wish it had the factory triple port muffler, but it's got regular dual port, which is fine. Just not quite as rare, but anyways, I'm impressed. We took it apart and cleaned it up. It was already a pretty clean saw, but I'm excited. I don't think I've ever been, or at least not in a long time anyways, been into a saw that was so clean and unmolested. Everything's right where it's supposed to be. So threw a 24-inch full chisel, full comp bar and chain on it, and we'll see how it runs. Might I add, I've never had compression tester on this saw, but it looks very clean inside looking through the exhaust port, and it feels like it's got all kinds of compression. Well, there you go. See how it runs. So, as you just saw, the thing tried to jerk the handle back out of my hand when I was pulling it through slowly. Well, if you screw up and leave the run switch in the on position, well, it'll try and start on you. And as far as I can tell, that's probably a pretty good sign if it wants to fire being pulled over that slow. right for a stock 70 cc's. Doesn't really crank out the RPM, but it's not expected to. Sure is torquey though. The full comp chain like that, rakers are probably a little more aggressive than they should be on this for now. It'll suck you right into the log if you're not paying attention. So anyways, I'm happy with it. Not sure if I want to port it yet or not, but I'm supposing it's going to head that direction. It's tough sometimes on these saws that are just so perfect stock. I have a hard time going in and monkeying with it, but at the same time, hot rods are hot rods. They're meant to be driven, so probably go into it and do a little grinding anyways. Punch it up a little bit. Okay, I went in and threw a skip chain on this. See how it does. Fresh file, used the same raker gauge I used on the other chain. I don't think full comp is necessarily too much for this saw, but this type of wood, it was a little aggressive, and like I said, the rakers may have been set a touch low, but anyways, we got a skip on it now. Same file, same raker gauge, so we'll see how it does. Definitely didn't pull the saw down quite so much. I mean, it pulled the full comp fine, but you had to be a little more careful with pressure and how you use the dogs. So I think it's a lot better suited with a skip for this type of wood. There's some birch, some horse chestnut, one cottonwood in there on the end. Anyways, seems to do a little better with the skip, so that's probably what we'll run on it.